2020, y'all. And it's different than when it was 2016. You know, the game has been elevated.
They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyoncé.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me.
Diddy appears to be a voyeur that likes to spy on people on his hidden cameras, which are wired in secret places all over his mansion. Hip-hop industry could implode before our very eyes as the feds review the evidence. It was revealed that Diddy allegedly has freak-off footage of Beyoncé.
What happens when leaked footage ties music's most untouchable couple to a federal investigation? Whispers suggest Beyoncé quietly met with federal agents, while Jay-Z is reportedly doing everything he can to stop her from speaking. But what could she possibly know, and why are music's most private icons suddenly caught in the middle of Hollywood's darkest scandal? For years, red carpets and award shows have masked Hollywood's darker side, a network of NDAs, payouts, and powerful lawyers. Now, shocking allegations aimed at Sean Diddy Combs are dragging multiple A-listers into the spotlight, and word is the FBI is involved. Is Beyoncé cooperating, or is she a target? This scandal combines staggering celebrity influence with a federal probe, and it just might unravel everything. So, what's really going on, and could it bring down music's royal family? To understand why the Carters are suddenly under this microscope, you've got to look at the flashpoint. Diddy. In late 2023, rumors began swirling about Diddy's alleged involvement in multiple illegal activities, from money laundering to orchestrating what some are calling a secretive network of exploitation. It seemed unbelievable at first. After all, Diddy was the charismatic mogul behind countless hits, legendary parties, and a business empire that reached into fashion, television, and beverages. Yet allegations of sex trafficking, blackmail, and other disturbing accusations began to pop up in lawsuits. Then came the Homeland Security raids on Diddy's properties in Los Angeles and Miami, which, according to insider leaks, turned up more than just financial records.
The raid was part of a sex trafficking investigation, a grand jury now hearing evidence in that probe. Meanwhile, Diddy is still facing several lawsuits linked to multiple sex abuse allegations.
Federal agents reportedly discovered entire libraries of hidden video footage clips rumored to reveal celebrities in highly compromising situations. And this is where things get personal for the Carters. Rumors suggest Diddy's stash of illicit party videos included none other than Beyoncé and Jay-Z.
Take a look at this footage inside one of Diddy's parties, where feds now allege that multiple illegal activities, including trafficking, potentially with underage girls, took place. Diddy, as you know, is currently sitting in prison. A lot of people around him are about to be there soon as well. There's Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, as well as multiple other Kardashians.
The very idea is explosive. If these rumors are true, Diddy might have possessed raw material that could shake the foundations of multiple celebrity empires. Some claim he intentionally leaked this footage to authorities, seeing it as a form of revenge against stars he believed had abandoned or failed to support him in his most turbulent hour.
You know, I've been thinking about watching a movie lately. It's called Eyes Wide Shut. Have you seen it? It's got a real famous celebrity in there, don't it?
Yeah, Tom Cruise. What's your point?
Is that who it is? Man, I thought it was a different celebrity. I guess it might have been a different movie. You know, I got a lot of movies on my mind sometimes, and I get the actors confused. Some of these actors are so good, they act like they don't even know they're being recorded.
Among those top targets, Jay-Z and Beyoncé. Allegedly, Diddy felt that when the chips were down, the Carters turned their backs, and now he's out to embarrass them no matter the cost. But that's only the beginning. Some reports go further, suggesting Diddy's networks of hidden cameras weren't merely for blackmail or personal entertainment, but possibly part of an even larger, more elaborate scheme. A revenge plan? A twisted obsession with power? No one knows for sure. What we do know is that speculation reached a fever pitch when an audio clip surfaced allegedly featuring Diddy and rapper Meek Mill that hinted at deep-seated resentments, hidden dealings, and personal vendettas. Although its authenticity hasn't been confirmed, the audio alone was enough to feed rumors that Diddy wasn't going down quietly. If he was going to lose it all, he'd take others with him. In this atmosphere of chaos, the Carter name began popping up in conversations around the scandal. How deeply were they involved? Were they in danger of being dragged into legal trouble? For every question answered, 5 more sprang up. Then came the ultimate bombshell, a rumor that Beyoncé herself had met with the FBI, possibly under the strictest confidentiality. It was the perfect storm. Big celebrity, big scandal, and a swirl of allegations no one could quite disentangle. The entertainment world loves a mystery, and the idea that the legendary Beyoncé might have visited the FBI in secret spread like wildfire. As soon as the story broke, online discussions exploded. Suddenly, hashtags like Beyoncé FBI were trending. Some believers argued that her team might be working behind the scenes to cooperate with federal investigators. Others refused to buy the rumor, insisting it was tabloid fantasy with no credible source. Still, the silence from Beyoncé's camp only stoked the speculation. Typically, her PR team is adept at shutting down false narratives swiftly and decisively. Yet this time, all we heard was a resounding nothing. No official press release, no denial, no cryptic social media post addressing the chatter, nothing. For a celebrity whose brand is built on carefully curated perfection, the absence of a clear response was deafening. Why would the FBI want to talk to Beyoncé at all? One plausible theory: if Diddy indeed had compromising footage and the feds are sifting through troves of evidence, they might need witnesses to confirm details: who was at particular parties, who managed the events, and whether these gatherings ever crossed criminal lines.
Jason, hey, my man, do you have any reaction to the Diddy scandal? Any reaction? No reaction?
Do you have any comments about P. Diddy, the allegations?
Don't leave. You don't need to speak out against this Diddy thing. What's your take now? John, you made a statement about Diddy. What?
Rihanna, did you attend any of P. Diddy's parties? Were you involved in any of the freak-offs?
Even if Beyoncé was never involved in any wrongdoing, simply being there might make her a key piece in unraveling a broader puzzle. A separate theory suggests she could be cooperating, proactively attempting to distance herself from the swirling storm around Diddy. If, for instance, her name appeared on a guest list or in a snippet of a suspicious video, she might choose to preemptively speak with federal agents to clear any misunderstanding. People forget that even silent bystanders can be pressed for testimony if the government believes they hold relevant info. On social media, theories range from the extreme. Some said she was wearing a hidden wire, ready to expose everyone, to more reasonable suggestions that she might simply be ensuring her safety. After all, powerful people under investigation don't always go down alone, and everyone is left wondering who might flip on whom. But without confirmation, the rumor just hangs in the air, feeding the cycle of speculation. If you think the rumor mill only revved up around Beyoncé, think again. Jay-Z, her business-savvy partner and husband, is hardly a stranger to controversy. From early career stories of hustle on the streets to well-documented friction with other hip-hop elites, he knows how to dodge unwelcome headlines. But this time, the sense of tension feels different. The stakes are far higher. Legal threats, potential FBI scrutiny, and direct connections to Diddy's alleged criminal ring. Some insiders claim Jay-Z was blindsided by Beyoncé's rumored conversation with federal agents. According to whispers, the moment he found out, the household dynamic shifted. Imagine discovering your spouse might be cooperating with an investigation that could implicate you, or at least implicate your closest associates. Regardless of whether Jay-Z has done anything wrong, the possibility of guilt by association might be more than enough to spark alarm behind those mansion doors. Speculation about the couple's alleged marital troubles spread just as fast. People pointed to Beyoncé's separate public appearances, her guarded interviews, and an unusual distance between them in recent months. Others said it was simply scheduling conflict-stew megastars with busy globe-trotting agendas. But fans were convinced something was off, and rumors that Jay-Z is scrambling to keep her silent only fueled the idea that a major fracture might be on the horizon. Why would he want her quiet, though? One theory: if there's any detail, any secondhand knowledge, any cameo in a piece of footage that might damage the Carter brand, silence could be the best defense. Another possibility: Jay-Z might believe any collaboration with law enforcement, however benign, sets a dangerous precedent in an industry that thrives on a code of secrecy. Even a rumor of cooperation could put targets on both their backs. Yet, for all the swirling possibilities, neither Jay-Z nor Beyoncé has offered a single direct statement. They've built careers on controlling their narratives, and right now, the narrative is running wild without them. Are they choosing to wait until more facts emerge? Or is their silence a strategy to protect themselves in a bigger game? For decades, certain corners of the entertainment industry have functioned like a private playground for the ultra-wealthy and influential.
I keep everything right here.
There you go.
Or right here.
There you go. That's how you do it.
Exclusive parties guarded by bouncers and NDAs, phone check policies at the door to prevent unwanted photos, entire weekends at secluded mansions where the world's biggest stars mingle with big-ticket executives. It's a world that thrives on secrecy, deals, and mutual understanding, and sometimes, unfortunately, it hides far uglier realities. Over the years, rumors of exploitation, questionable substances, hush money, and power imbalances have surfaced in bits and pieces, rarely forming a complete narrative. People whispered about shady after-parties and underground circles where anything goes. Lawsuits would pop up, then quietly settle, and the celebrity world continued spinning without interruption. But the tide is shifting. In the past few years, more and more individuals, from background dancers to personal assistants, have begun speaking publicly about industry abuse. Artists once deemed untouchable have faced legal reckoning, whether for financial improprieties, personal conduct, or exploitation. If the allegations against Diddy are even partially accurate, they represent yet another crack in an already crumbling wall of silence. Now, if one of the most carefully managed stars, Beyoncé, is forced into a position where she might be questioned by the FBI, it signals a deeper truth. No one is immune anymore. The long-standing mentality of "we take care of our own no matter what" is beginning to erode. Brands, record labels, and influential managers can no longer guarantee protection if federal agencies are calling. When new revelations seep out, it's no longer a hush-hush rumor among insiders. It's a national headline dissected by millions. That's what makes this moment so pivotal. We're not just talking about one or two individuals who stumbled into controversy. We're talking about an entire ecosystem that's been protected by fear, lawsuits, and multi-million-dollar settlements for years. The power players who had the influence to silence allegations are now seeing that influence questioned. One push from an emboldened victim, one slip in the hush money pipeline, or one piece of video evidence leaked to the feds can topple an empire built over decades. When the word Beyoncé trends, it usually signals a new album, a massive tour, or some show-stopping performance. This time, it's for a reason no one saw coming. Unsurprisingly, the media dove in headfirst, churning out speculation and conflating half-truths with rumors. Headlines screamed, "Beyoncé betrays Jay-Z," or "Beyoncé secretly ties Diddy to FBI sting," only to bury disclaimers about unconfirmed sources in the final paragraphs. Fans scrambled for clarity. One corner of the internet believed everything wholeheartedly, citing leaked documents or secret sources. Another corner called it a hoax, attacking the tabloids for sensationalizing a rumor that might have been concocted from thin air. Caught in the middle were those simply waiting for facts, hoping the Carters or a credible insider would set the record straight. In an age of streaming, clickbait thrives. Videos analyzing body language between Beyoncé and Jay-Z multiplied overnight. Random Twitter accounts claiming insider knowledge insisted that the couple was in crisis. The more outlandish the story, the faster it spread. All the while, true or false, each new tweet or post further muddied the water. The media feeding frenzy isn't just about the Carters or Diddy either. Media outlets know that scandal sells. They also know that in an environment where legal secrets are locked behind sealed federal documents, they can brand almost anything as an exclusive scoop. Meanwhile, real investigative journalists fact-checking thoroughly vetted evidence lags behind the sensational headlines. This gap leaves the public brimming with conspiracies and half-verified tidbits. None of this is to say that journalists themselves are the villains. Rather, the hyper-accelerated news cycle encourages a race for the most shocking angle. The result can be harmful, especially if real victims and credible investigations end up overshadowed by rumor-laden gossip. That's the tricky territory we're in. A swirling vortex of partial truths and dramatic speculation that just might overshadow the genuine revelations waiting to emerge. Consider the scope of what's on the line for the Carters. We're talking about a couple whose combined net worth reportedly climbs well into the billions. They have a sprawling empire that includes Roc Nation, major music catalog assets, sports and artist management deals, the Ivy Park clothing line, streaming platforms, and countless brand endorsements. The Carters aren't just artists, they're global business entities. When you reach that level of power, you also attract scrutiny. Investors, sponsors, and partners watch every headline. If even a faint accusation of wrongdoing or complicity surfaces, deals can evaporate overnight. Public perception in the digital age is unforgiving. An entire empire can slip away if the public decides you've crossed a linear if they believe you're part of a conspiracy to hide unsavory truths. With the Diddy scandal intensifying, the risk isn't just about guilt by association, it's about reputation. If the rumor that Beyoncé met with the FBI gains more traction without any counter-narrative, potential business collaborators might pause, worried about the potential fallout. They'll ask themselves, is this partnership a liability? Could further revelations surface? Additionally, a cloud of suspicion can breed internal strain. If Jay-Z is pushing for silence whether out of genuine legal caution or concern for what might be revealed, Beyoncé may feel torn. She's often lauded for championing transparency and empowerment. If she truly holds information that could expose wrongdoing, would she keep it hidden to preserve her brand and marriage, or would she speak up, risking the empire they've built? The Carter brand has weathered controversies before, from the infamous elevator incident involving Solange to rumors of infidelity that Beyoncé herself immortalized in Lemonade. They've always managed to reclaim the narrative. But a federal investigation is a different beast. This is no mere tabloid story or rumors of marital discord. It's the kind of heat that can crack the strongest alliances if one misstep is made. The more you peer into this scandal, the clearer it becomes that we're dealing with something far bigger than celebrity gossip. Diddy's alleged downfall isn't just the potential collapse of one mogul's empire, it may be the catalyst for a seismic shift in how the entire entertainment industry handles its secrets. If federal agents continue digging, we might see more subpoenas, more testimonies, more celebrities stepping forward or forced into the open. Contracts and NDAs signed in good faith or coerced under questionable circumstances could be torn apart by the legal system. And what about the secret meeting rumor? If it's true, does Beyoncé possess knowledge that could radically change the shape of this investigation? If the meeting never happened, why hasn't her camp shut the speculation down? While we look for answers, the clock keeps ticking. Every day, new allegations against Diddy surface, more lawsuits get filed, and the tapestry of hush-hush deals and long-protected party footage threatens to unravel. Jay-Z, meanwhile, is in an unenviable position. If he's innocent, the very suggestion of wrongdoing can still harm him. Irreparable public trust is fragile. If he's guilty of anything, or even tangentially involved in something questionable, the pace of federal investigations could be unstoppable. And for Beyoncé, the possible heartbreak of seeing her husband cast into legal jeopardy collides with her own instincts to remain above the fray. Is she taking a stand against wrongdoing or simply trying to shield her brand from a nuclear-level scandal? While the entire world wonders if this could be the end of music's ultimate power couple, the reality is that we still don't know the truth. We don't know exactly what's on those rumored tapes. We don't know if a hidden pipeline of hush money has, for years, concealed horrifying exploitation. We don't know whether the biggest pop star on earth truly sat down with the FBI to trade information for some measure of security. What we do know is that the silence isn't going unnoticed. Once a single secret sees daylight, it often leads to more secrets unraveling. And with everything at stake, from billion-dollar fortunes to the very trust that fans place in their idol's own thing, is certain, the truth, whatever it is, will come with monumental consequences.